Do you have any doubts or any questions from the last class? So what did we discuss in the last class? I'll start recording now onwards.
This conference will now be recorded.
Last class, what did we discuss? Okay, we have written a simple Java program with print statement. After that, so we have compiled the program. After compilation, we have interpreted it. Okay, compiled the program and interpreted the program. So compiled means when we compile it, compiler is going to load the program and execute it. When we interpreter is going to load the program and execute it. So what is the output of the compiler? Dot class file. Output of the compiler is dot class file, which is in, what is the format of it? Format, byte code. What is the format? Byte code. So compiler is going to generate the byte code. So this byte code will be taken by interpreter, where it is available in JVM. It is available in Java virtual machine, and the dot class file which is running on JVM will generate an output. In which language it will generate? That is machine level language. That is machine level language. That is binary format, zeros and ones. That will be submitted to CPU. CPU will process and display in UI. So this is what we have discussed in the last class. Mainly, the main thing is this diagram. So Java program that we are going to compile will be submitted to Java compiler, and Java compiler is going to compile and generate a byte code. Here I can write down, this is dot class file, right? Dot class file. Okay, and so thereafter we are going to use Java command to interpret the dot class file, and where when interpreter is going to be part of JVM, and it will generate a machine level language, and that will be processed by CPU, and you will get the output result on the screen. Okay, so this is the simple life cycle at a high level, not in detail. High level, the life cycle of Java program execution. Okay, this is the part we have discussed yesterday. Everyone clear? మీరు నిన్న రాలేదు ఆన్లైన్ లో విన్నారా? Okay, good. Okay, if you are there in the online, that is pretty much fair. Okay, sorry. Okay, if you don't have any questions, we will start at 5 o'clock sharp. Okay, we have 3 more minutes to wait. You can relax. If you have any questions, you can ask. Without double quotes. The statement of and it is giving me the results. But if I go on increasing the number of digits, this says that the number of integer values of. See, if you are printing, we did not discuss anything about data types and all. Generally, in the print statement, right? If you print, usually it will take a string value. If you're giving 2 digits, 3 digits, and all integer value, there will be a range. If you're going beyond the range, then that will throw some error message. Without double quotes, the value you are giving, it is considering as integer. So yesterday I have given you one requirement to do. What's the program? Just you have to print your details. You printed it? Okay, then good. Okay, we'll start 5 o'clock, and then we will start from writing to simple programs. Okay, and once we are done with this, I will explain about variables and data types. So hard coded we will learn first, and then we will get into something dynamic. See, Java program yesterday we have written by using Notepad, right? You can also use Notepad++. There is another editor called as Notepad++. It is very simple. You can go to Google, Notepad++. Even there are another things, Edit+. Many editors are there. Just for time being, you can use either Notepad. You're comfortable with Notepad, go on. Notepad++, if you take, you will see some colors and all, so that it will be looking good actually. I'll show you. If you install Notepad++, okay, then here language option will be there. Java means J, no? So J, Java. The moment you select it, suppose if without selecting it, if I'm typing class name, okay, so this is how it looks like, right? But see here, if I select language J, Java, now I'm typing class name. See, you can write number of statements, you can minimize, like Java related editor it will give. Okay, automatically it is giving one tab space. So it looks something much I mean, like look will be good. Look wise it will be good. It will highlight by colors. Okay, if you write something public static void main, okay, so these are all in blue color, this is in only black color, this is again highlighted completely in thick blue color. So its visual appearance will be good when you see this editor. That's the only thing. Other than that, nothing else for now. Okay, so for my comfort, I'll use this, and I'm going to language J Java. It will not write anything, we have to write everything. Okay, so we'll start now. So we are going to write a Java program first. Today we are going to begin just writing a simple Java program. As I have already given you, print your details. We'll write a Java program to print the details of a student. Print the details of a student. Whatever we are writing is completely hard coded. Hard coding means it's not dynamic. Everything you type, whatever you type will be printed. Okay, so class student details, class, otherwise you can say simply class student. Okay, so I will tell you one more thing here, because it's the time to tell you about all these things. So first I can tell you about, meanwhile, comments also. What is that? Comments. Okay, how do you write comments in Java program? Okay, I'll show you. See here, you can write down this in your notes. Write a Java program. Write a Java program. It's a basic level. We are at basic level of getting experience of that syntaxes and all. Write a Java program to print the details of a student. To print the details of a student. Every one of you should write. All of you online, whoever has connected, just make a note of requirement. Write a Java program to print the basic details of a student. Details of a student. Anything is okay. To print the details of a student. So what will be that student details? You generally tell me. Student name, student branch, student name, branch, and what else will be there? ID number. What else? Marks percentage. Okay, and age of the student, something like that. Okay, gender, like that. Okay, so class student, I'm writing the program. See, whenever you're writing the program, so if I want to write the program, what I have told you, so I can write here, write a Java program to print the details of a student. So if I write like this, what will happen? You know, after I write my program, at the line 1 execution, it will fail. It will fail because this cannot be recognized by Java compiler. You are writing something which is not in a proper format. Okay, you have to write either in the print statement. But if I do not want this line to be executed, okay, I can use comment. I can comment it by using double slash. Double slash if you use, then that is called as commenting. If you are going to comment any line, then it will not be executed or taken by the compiler. Understand clear, everyone? That's a very simple thing. Okay, anyhow, I'll be taking another class later. Just to write the program name here, I have just now told you. Class student, multi-line comment, single line comment, all that I will tell you. Okay, see, why do we go for comments? In generally we go for comments to give the explanation of the program. To give the explanation of the program, you will understand now. See, so after this, public static void main string string arguments. Okay, here you go now. So I'm just trying to print right directly system dot out dot println. So student full, okay, student details. Okay, otherwise I'll write down below are student details. Okay, so if you want to teach a learner, okay, you can give a comment here. This is print statement. This is print statement. So this is going to generate the output onto console. So this comment will give some idea about what is this line of code. We will not write this comment for every line of code. Some important lines of code, usually in real time, they will write the comments so that other developers in future, they can understand. Okay, whenever we are going to work on some requirements, then we will start using comments wherever it is possible. Okay, so again, system.out.println. Okay, here student full name is, what is the full name of the student? I can give Ramesh Kumar. Okay, something like this. So next, you can write down your details. That's up to you. Student is studying. Let's say BTech or B. Your wish. Okay. Student is studying BTech. I'll copy this and paste it. Student is studying in the branch of, student branch is simply branch is, let's say CSE, computer science engineering. So what else we add? Student marks percentage is, let's say 74.5, something like this. Next, what else will be there? Student gender is male or female. You can write down anything of your wish. And here you go. Age, student age is, let's say 20. I'm right. Okay, here you go. I'll copy this too from here and I'll paste here. This is the appropriate place. Okay, and college name. Okay, otherwise I'll do here college name also if you want. BTech CSC, student is studying in college. Okay, what is the college name? I can give something, BVRI, something like this. Okay, and here this is going to be sorry. So details, all details we have printed. Okay, so this is what the program I have written. I have to save this program. After you write the program, what you will be doing? You have to save the program. Yesterday I have already decided to give a path, right? So what's the path I have given? Java classroom Java programs. In the classroom, whatever we are doing. So its name must match, the file name must match with class name. So I'm giving student. I'm giving student. .java I am not giving here. The reason is very simple. I'm using Notepad++ editor now. Already I have chosen the language as Java. In the language, I've chosen a Java. See here, save as type. What is it taking? Java source file. Suppose if you are writing on Notepad, you give .java because Notepad doesn't have any option of language and all. Okay, when you are choosing language here, you don't have to give that. So save this. So what should I do now? Any one of you tell me, I want to run this program. What should I do? So go to the place where you have saved the program. Just again, I am repeating. Okay, go to the place where you have written your program and open the command prompt to point to this. Okay, command prompt is open. Now you have to compile. Compilation is Java C student, sorry, student.java. Okay, enter. So this will be compiled. Compilation is successfully done. Next, Java student. So for Java student is Java interpreter, right? So after you compile, before I'm going to run this, I'm trying to show you this. See here, student.class file is generated or not? Okay, student.class file is being generated. For the interpreter, class file will be the input. For the interpreter, class file will be the input. So interpreter will take the class file and it is going to generate the output result. It is going to generate the output result. Everyone clear? So if I am going to copy this and if I want to give it to you here, okay, I do not want this to be considered as coding. So I can comment it. How to comment? Generally, if you want to comment single line of code, anything, single line, you will use double slash. That will not be considered into the program execution. Suppose if you want to comment multiple lines, slash star, begin it. Where do you want to end? Wherever you want to end, go here, star slash. This is commenting multi-line. Okay. So what is this one? Below is multi-line commenting. Multi-line commenting. So this is I am giving here because if I share you this file, just you will understand, okay, how the output will come. You don't copy paste this file when you are practicing. Okay. All this is just a typing practice of getting that public static void main system.out.println using double quote, semicolon, writing that. This is nothing related to actual knowledge gain. This is not at all knowledge gain. This is something like you will be getting habituated to that class writing syntaxes and that public static void main string args that will go into your mind. That's it. Understand clear? In reality, there will be nothing like hard coding, will not be there. 99.99% hard coding will not be there. Understand? Everyone clear, online students? Are you clear? Respond on the charting window. Okay. So if I remove this single line comment here, so I have written some text here. I am not commenting it. If I compile, what will happen? Java C student.java. See, one error. Okay, student Java error, class interface enum or something is expected. It is outside the class. Outside class, you should not write anything. It is for this also to be enclosed inside class. That's what it is expecting a class. As of now, you don't know interfaces and all. So what is expected? As of now, we know classes. Class is expected. That means system is saying that this line of code you keep inside the class in a specific syntactical format. I have written outside. I don't want, actually, I want this to be as an information. So what should I do now? Comment it. So if I remove comment, what you got error message? It is saying place this inside a class. So everything in Java should be enclosed inside a class. Okay, class is the one which is the main building block of programming. Okay, so again, write down everyone. One more program you're going to write a Java program to print the details of a car. Write a Java program to print the details of a car. Write a Java program to print the details of a car. What will be the details? Manufacturing company. Who manufactured the car? Okay, let's say Tata, Maruti, someone will be there. Okay, and then what else will be there? What is the model of the car? Okay, what is the manufacturing year of the car, when it was being manufactured? Okay, what is its registration number? Okay, like this. Understand? So that whatever I am hard coding now, later point of time, we will be getting it as a dynamic one. So now whatever the values we are mixing up, we need to understand which data type it is going to be. That's why I'm just giving you hard coding first, then we will make it dynamic, like input we will give to the system. So we are going to write a program now just to display the details of a car. Okay. So class name, what should be the class name? I can write here the program. So write a Java program. Every time I will not write. Initial days I'm writing. Write a Java program to print the details of a car. Okay. So here class, what is the name of the class? Car. So you don't have knowledge, but as of now, oh, I'm sorry. What am I doing is always, if you have observed, if you have observed, always I am giving the first alphabet of the class name as capital letter. Okay, I will tell you about naming conventions. Soon I will tell you about naming convention. You also follow the same. So this is just a practice. Like if you're working in real time, always you'll use capital letter as a first letter for class names. Method names, small letters. Okay. So now here you go. So what's the next? Public static void main. Always I'm typing T capital letter. String args. Okay. What next? Out dot println now. Below are the details of my car. Right? Below are the details of my car. Okay, clear everyone? Sorry. Below are the details of my car. So this is okay. My car name, my car manufacturing company name is my car manufacturing company name is, what's the company name? I can say, let's say Maruti or Tata, you can say Maruti, your wish, whatever it is. My car model name is let's say S Cross is my car model name. So next, my car registration number is, this is very, very important later point of time. Let's say R123, okay, TS05 or something, okay, R1234, something like this I have to, okay. So this number will be considered overall as a string value, text value, that I will tell you. Okay, intentionally I'm doing all this. Next, what else will be there? My car color is, okay, you can say white or blue or red, anything else? My car is 7-seater, like this. This is pretty much fair enough. Okay, so this is what you have written, a simple program which I am going to save here. Okay, what is that? Car. So here it is Java source file, so I don't have to use any Java. Suppose if you type .java also, no problem, you can even type .java, that's not a big deal. Okay, so how do you compile this program now? Go to the command prompt, which is already open here. Whenever you have some message in the command prompt which you want to clear, what you'll do? Simply type CLS, everything will be cleared. Okay, Java C car.java. Okay, car.java. Now Java car. So this is what the output we have. Everyone clear? So I'm just giving here whatever the output that we have got. I'm not asking you to write, because you just have to understand and observe. While you're practicing, strictly avoid or control yourself from copy pasting. Don't copy paste. You'll not get anything by copy pasting. Okay, I'm saying once again, this is as a reference. Okay, what you have to do as a reference, you do it. That's it. Okay, you don't even have to do, because it is a hard coding. You don't even have to see this. You have programs written in notes. You can try it after you go home. Okay, clear everyone? So everything that we are writing here is hard coded. See, usually coming to the enterprise application development, so we are learning Java, that's the middle level layer, business logic layer. How data will come to business logic layer? This is what we have discussed on day 2. So there are 3 different layers in the application: user interface layer, business logic layer, database layer. So whatever the data that users are going to enter in the user interface, and they click on submit button or registration, sign up something, whatever the action they perform, this data will be handed over to business logic. It will be flowing from this place to business logic. See, if I am giving a, I'm saying that I am giving a book. When I say I am giving a book, there should be someone to take it to. There should be someone. So the data is moving from front end user interface to middle level layer. That is called as business logic. At the business logic, there should be someone to take. So this is what you are making your application dynamic. You're making your application dynamic. So enter your first name, enter your last name, enter your college name, enter what are you studying. All the details you will enter here. This will be handed over to business logic. So when user interface is giving, business logic is taking. Business logic is taking, mean there should be someone to take it in the business logic. The data what is been coming from UI, there should be something or someone to hold that data. Okay, so that's what we are going to learn. So in the business logic, how do you input the data at runtime? So as of now, we are learning Java standalone. We are not learning through integrating with UI. We are not learning by integrating with UI. So UI is not there for us. But imagine UI is there. Imagine UI. If data is coming from UI, that means it is dynamic. That means it is dynamic. But UI is not there. What we can do is, so this UI, whatever the details it is asking, the same we will print, enter your name, and we will enter the name. Okay. So when you enter the name, then it should be taking the data. This is called something dynamic. So initially what we do is, we will see how to initialize the data again, but we are going to give it to someone in the business logic. At the business logic level, there should be something or someone which is going to hold the data. That's what we are going to learn now. That is called as variable. That is called as variable. That's the key part of learning. Okay. So we are going to now jump into the concept of variables. Okay. So what is a variable? See, a variable is a data holder. Variable is a data holder means what? It holds the value. It holds the some data or value, you can say anything. Or you can say container of data. Data holder, container of data, you can say anything. Which holds a value. Variable is something which holds a value. At what level it will hold the value? Look at here now. In the UI, variable will not hold the value. In the UI, control will hold the value. In the UI, who will be holding the value? Control. Control is going to hold the value. What control? Text input control, radio button control. Like this in the UI, we have controls, different controls. Okay, in the database, who will hold the value? Table. Database wise, if you talk, table will hold the value. Same way, at every layer, someone is holding the value. Business logic also, there should be someone to hold the data, right? Data will always move from UI to business logic to database. If you consider reverse, database to logic, logic back to UI. So at each layer, there should be a component which is going to hold the data. అందరికన్నా 15 నిమిషాలు ముందు వచ్చారా మీరు? కాదు, సరే ముందు వచ్చారు కొంచెం, నిద్రపోతే ఎట్లా? So at each layer, there is some component which has to hold the data. UI level, controls are there. In the browser, you have controls. Control will hold the data. Database level, tables will be there. That will hold the data. Business logic level, entire program, variables holds the value. What is that? Variable. The same yesterday, we are calling it in general as attribute. In general, we are calling it as attribute. Everyone clear, online students? So what is variable? Variable is a container of data. Variable is container of data which exists in the business logic at runtime. Which exists in the business logic at runtime. At runtime, variable holds a value. It is not only going to hold the value, it stores the value. If it is holding and storing the value, there should be some memory location. Yes or no? If it is storing, means you are storing data into your mind. That's how you are calling it as memory. Some space is occupied or not. That's a concept of memory management that we can see later in detail. But for now, variable holds the data. Variable will have a memory location. Variable will have a memory location. For sure, somewhere it will store. Okay. Okay. See, example of variable names. Variable holds the data or contains the data at runtime. Okay. So examples of variables are first name, last name, gender, age, date of birth, email ID, phone number. These are all variables. So variables are, yesterday I told you, variables in the business logic. This is going to decide how the program should be behaving. The entire program behavior depends on variable. See, if the person age is let's say more than 65, not eligible to take car insurance because there may be a risk, no, not eligible. If the person age is less than 18, then not eligible to apply for insurance, you are a minor. Program will behave differently based on the value of the variable. Variable overall is going to control the execution of the program's behavior. Entire behavior of the entire program will depend on variable values. Clear? Makes sense, everyone? And now we declare the variables in Java as said below. Here, data type. First, we have to write the data type. So we are going to learn what is data type after this, and then name of the variable, and then name of the variable. Everyone clear? So this is what we are generally going to do. So data type something and name of the variable. This is what we will do. This is how we will declaration. This is called declaration. So this is called declaration of variable. We do like this in the program. Hey, this one, you know, this is variable name. Then what about the before one? This is called as data type. Now what are we going to learn? Data type. Now we are going to talk about data types. Identifiers I'll take it later, and data type. Okay. See, data type in programming is like, suppose you have a variable. See, whenever you are writing, you are defining or declaring the variables, you need to decide what value it can hold, what type of value it can hold, So the type of value that a variable can hold is called as data type. So as an example, I should tell you. See, okay, you take age value. Age is a variable. What is the value that it will hold? Age value. Can I say age is equal to Harsha? Age should be a number, right? So can it be anything other than number? Age. Can it be anything other than number? Yes or no? No. Date of birth. I am saying 15. Is that okay? Number I am giving. Not okay. Then what should be the date of birth? Date of birth should be date. So this is something which is as acceptable by the universal acceptability. Age must be 15.5 is okay, na? Age generally 15.5, is it okay? Can anyone is going to ask your age? Do you say anytime my age is 15.5? Anywhere in any application you have filled so many forms so far, right? Have you ever entered 16.5, 16.2 like that? No, right? This is not universally acceptable at all. So whenever you are going to come up building your programs, you will have to decide first, before you proceed to implement your business logic, anything, you need to decide for this program, whatever I am writing, what are the variables involved in this program. You decide first. Okay, if I ask you, let's say, collect the details of a student. What are the variables? You can tell me. It's very easy. Name, age, gender, college name, percentage of marks, contact number. These are all different variables. No, each variable can hold a specific type of value. The specific type of value that a variable can hold is called as data type. It should be decided while declaring the variable. At the time of declaration of the variable should be decided with a specific data type and then declare it. So that's why in the declaration of a variable, you see here, in the declaration of a variable, first data type is coming and then variable name is coming. So what are the data types available in Java? See, there are a number of data types, where data types mainly classified into two categories. First one, primitive data type, and I can write down like this, non-primitive or reference data type. You can call either of this, primitive data type, non-primitive or reference. I will tell you what are primitive data types. Primitive data types are something like real numbers, where byte is one type of data type, short is another type of data type, integer, okay, int and long. long. There will not be any upper cases, all should be lower case. Okay. So decimal value means if I ask your height, you can say 5.2. If I ask your height, what is your percentage? 66.4. Can you say that? Right? Those are decimal. So decimal type, float and double will be there, and boolean will be there. What is another type of data type? Boolean will be there. Boolean type means true, false. It will hold either true or false. Character type will be there. That is single character. Let's say while collecting gender, sometimes we will collect only M, F. M or F. M means one single alphabet. Single alphabet is called as character. Single alphabet is called as character. Collectively, multiple alphabets together is called as string. It is called as string. Look at here. Non-primitive or reference data types. These are user-defined, predefined available. User-defined, I will tell you. Just wait. So here you go. Primitive data type is one of the primitive data type is byte. That is 8-bit. It's a signed integer. Okay, it's an integer value only, but it is 8 bits. And short is 16-bit. This description is there. No, actually you don't have to go through it. Don't try to remember it. No need. Only remember the data types. That is pretty much fair enough. Okay. So byte, short, int, long, float value, and double, character, boolean. Reference data types are there. No, we are already, without our knowledge, we are using one data type called as class. Class is the data type that's called non-primitive data type, or you can also call it as reference data type. Reference data types we will be coming across in the future classes. Now also we will use one called as string. What is that? String is reference data type. Interface, array, enum. You can create your own data types. That programming also we will. Okay. So primitive and non-primitive. Let me tell you. Primitive data types are something which comes up, which are fixed in the system, which comes with the product. Java you have installed. Java will decide what are the primitive data types. You cannot write your own. Int only, float only, double only, decimal only. Sorry, long only. Like this, you have to write the primitive data type values. Primitive data types you have to use as predefined. Primitive data types are predefined. Non-primitive, you can do anything. Class student is a data type here. Okay, class is non-primitive, and I am creating one data type called as student. Okay, and string is also non-primitive, but it will take time to clearly understand strings. It will take time. Okay, so here in this table we have given the range of the numbers that it can hold. Byte, if you are declaring something as byte, okay, the value it can hold is -128 to +127. Suppose if I define byte A value, if I enter 155, it will throw error message. It says that byte range should be only -128 to +127. Short range is -32768 to 32767. Are you going to read all this? I just given for reference. Just look at and leave it. Only remember the data type. If you want to remember how many bits it will occupy, above I have given table. That you can try, but don't try hard, too much. Okay. Know the data types. That is pretty much fair enough. Know the data types. So byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. These are the. So in this boolean is the one which will hold a value of either true or false. Look at here now. So I told you declaration of data type. I told you, right? Here I am writing. So int. Okay. Example. I'm showing you. Okay. Int. It should not give capital letter. Okay. Int age. This part is called as. This is called as declaration. This is called as declaration. You are declaring it. Now you see here. Yes, correct. Age is equal to 50. Age is equal to 50. For example, this is called as. What is this called as? Initialization. So these two lines you have written, right? In a single line also you can write. How you can write? Int age is equal to 50. Like this also you can write. This is declaration plus initialization. You are doing in a single line. That is also okay, no issues. As of now, we are not going to see how to input the value through the keyboard. We are going to declare a variable, initialize the value, print it. Okay, understand? Then we will go for again how to input the value through the keyboard and read it. It will take time. Okay, clear everyone? So we are going step by step slowly. Everyone clear, online students? So far, are you good? Date, you cannot straight away say date. That's a different format. I'll tell you, different way of initialization. Online to attend 9-1. Oh, okay. I will tell them. So this is a message from the admin to every one of you. Whoever is attending online training, no? Online session you connected, no? Please, all of you, WhatsApp on online students. WhatsApp on this number, please. On this number, you please WhatsApp 8978345335. Everyone who has connected online, please WhatsApp on this number. Mention your name for attendance purpose. Mention your name and say, just write something like, I have attended today's Java class. I have attended today's Java class. Understand clear, everyone? Online students, don't neglect it. Okay, you will not receive the meeting link unless you send a message. That will be a problem. Okay, please send a message. Okay, so now what are we going to do? So we are going to work on learning about how to declare the variable and how to initialize the value and you print it. See, I'll have to tell you something else. What is that? Float value, right? So what is float? I will tell you. See, float value is something like this. Float, sorry, float height. I can say percentage of marks is equal to 75.6. Okay. See, this is float value. See, whenever you are working with float data type in Java, you need to end the value with either small f or capital F. You need to end the value at either small f or capital F. Understand clear, everyone? What's the reason? Any one of you know? Online students. Any one of you know? Online students. And similarly, long double value. Double, correct. You are right, Muhammad. See, double value. See, float value is something like you will have decimal value. Double is also decimal. There are two data types for decimal: float, double. Float value 75.6. Even double also I can say 75.6, but I have to give D. How the system will recognize, you know, if you are typing float value 75.6 directly, it won't consider it as a float. Okay. See, the range is important here. Float value range, double value range. Double can hold even 30 to 15 numbers like that. Okay, precision, like what I can say, like after the point, float is taking, let's say, 7 to 8 digits. Okay, but double will accept 15 to 20, 30 also. See, in a scientific calculations, you know, scientific calculations, it is very, very important to get even the minor value. The smaller value after the precision, you may have to get 20 digits like that. So in the scientific calculations, it plays a key role. Maybe with simple examples, we may not be able to get the actual reason behind this. But in scientific calculations, when you want, after the precision, you want so many numbers, then you will go for double kind of thing. Okay, everyone clear? So for float, you are going to do this. For double value should end with D. D is also. No. I am just writing DRD. What's that semicolon? That's a single quote. Just to mention that as a single character, I have written that. That's okay. That's okay. That's it. We'll do it in the program. No problem. Okay. Clear, everyone? So now we will write another program. Okay. Write down working with data types. Write down working with data types, comma variables. Put a heading working with data types, comma variables, hyphen hyphen declaration and initialization. Declaration and initialization. That's what you are going to learn now. Declaration and initialization. Okay, clear? What do you mean data types? Declaration you are going to learn and initialization of the value. Okay. So write down. Simply what we'll do. Write a program. Write a program. We'll do 2 or 3 programs. Okay, 2 programs or 3 programs. Write a program to display the details of a person. To display the details of a person. Okay, this is program. Just give me a minute. I'm sorry. Program using data types and what's the other one? Variables. Okay, so this is what we are going to learn, and I'm going to take the language as every time I'm take it. Okay, so class, what is that? No, class name. What is the class name? Details of a person. So class person. Class person. I'm giving class person. Again, public. Okay, I'll declare the variables here. So I'm not going to declare inside, I'll declare outside as of now. Okay, so what are the variables? First one, string, full name or name. Full name. I'm writing it in a naming convention, which I'm going to disclose after this program. See, when I am declaring a variable, you can see here, there are 2 words involved in the variable name. Anyhow, variable name must start with small letter. Okay, and if it has more than 1 word, 2 or more words, second word onwards, it should start with capital letter. Each word should start with capital letter. This is called camel case notation. This is called as camel case notation. There is another one called Pascal case. That is, first alphabet starting with capital letter is called Pascal case. Okay, you want me to tell you? Pascal case notation. Okay, class names are Pascal case notation. Variable names are camel case notation. Okay, I'll write down. Camel Pascal case means first letter capital letter, first alphabet in the name, first alphabet in the name, capital letter. Okay, and variable name camel case notation means first alphabet in the name, small letter. Thereby remaining words, everything will start by capital letter. Okay, string, full name. You want to declare, initialize the value, full name. You can write string whenever you are declaring. You have to use double quotation. Let's say a person name, right? I can give Abdul Kalam. Okay, this is what I have given. Okay, after this, what else? Age value is integer, no? Int age is equal to, let's say 25. I'm giving just 25. Okay, next, what else you say? Float height is equal to, let's say 5.9 f 5.9 f. What else is there? Anything else? Gender will take. Okay, gender is, we'll try to use other data types, character. Okay, so char gender is equal to, I'm simply giving m. Character you are going to give in single quote. Character you are going to give in single quote. Okay. String in double quotes, character in single quote. in single quote. Okay, so you learn it as you go on, because every program will have these variables. You don't have to spend too much time on the day one, so automatically you'll get it. Okay, anything else? Email ID. Okay, email ID is also string. Email ID, email ID. ID both I have written uppercase, because ID is not something which is a word. ID is identifier. It's a shortcut of identifier. That's why I have written both as capital letter. Is equal to let's say kalam@gmail.com. kalam@gmail.com. Everyone clear? So these are the different data types I have defined: public, static, void, main, string, args. Okay, so now I want to read this here. I want to read this. I'm sorry, I'll define these are okay. I did not tell you about static and non-static, right? I'll define this as a local variables, no problem. Static variables. If I am going to use it as a non-static, then I'll have to use object for that. Okay, so we'll display system dot out dot println. So what's that I have to display here? Okay. Details of person. Okay, and again I'll better do what? Copy paste. Okay, now you see name of the person. What is that? Full name of the person is. So now I am not going to hard code anything, because I have already given that in the variable. How would I access the variable now? So I have to access this variable now, full name. I have to give here. So this is hard coded string. For a string, you are concatenating, you are giving another string. At the end of this, you wanted to concatenate. So you have to use plus. You have to use what? Plus. Here, plus is going to be acting as combining two strings. Here, this is we have hard coded. Plus, you are using one variable. This value will be printed at runtime. Everyone clear? Online students, everyone clear? Everyone following? You understand what is plus means? Okay, so here you go now. What else we are going to do? Full name after age. Age of the person is plus age. Next, sorry. Height. Okay, height of the person. Next, gender. What else? Anything else is there? Email ID. Okay, so these are the values that are getting printed now. But last time everything we have hard coded, but this time we already have person class. No, right? This is the first time I am creating. Okay, so here you go. Every time it is not taking person dot java. Okay, so now whenever you compile this program, here you are declaring the variable as well as initializing the variable. So I have given, right, variables declaration and all. Okay, I'll do one thing. Below we are declaring plus initializing the variables. So for your better understanding, that makes sense to you. Okay, so here you go now. Java C person dot java. So now you are going to do what? Next, interpret it. Okay, see the values that are being displayed here. No, these are the These are not actually, we have not written. Like last time, we have manually written everything. We have typed it as hard coded. But this time, the values that are getting printed here now, these values are being printed as the variable value. Variable value. Whenever you use that variable, it will go to the memory location where it is stored and bring the value, and value will be given on the console. Clear, everyone? But this is also will not be followed in real world. In real world, they will not hard code. They will not always initialize all the variables. Data will come from UI to variables. Means dynamically values will come. We don't have UI. What we should do? We have to. No, we will not create any UI. We will use our console itself as UI. Our console itself as UI, and for UI also we will create one program. Means program itself will ask us enter value. It will take like that. Understand? Clear, everyone? Every one of you clear? Okay, next I will explain you about naming conventions. I'll give you an idea about naming conventions. Okay, so here you go now. Identifiers. What is the next one? I'll take it at the bottom because I was teaching in a different order. Here, even after completing the methods, it will be good to say, but okay. At the bottom, I'll put it. Here I'll be, okay, method. Identifiers. So methods I will tell you. Okay, otherwise I'll cover the methods part now, and tomorrow I'll explain you. We'll practically do it. Okay, because just to give you the naming convention, method also will come. Okay, in the naming convention. So in Java, we are going to write the code inside a block called as method. Inside a block called as method. For that, knowingly or unknowingly, we are writing all our code inside a method called as main. Okay, method is a block of code which performs a specific task. Okay, for example, class is mathematical calculations. What is the name of the class? Mathematical calculations. What are the mathematical calculations? Simple: addition, subtraction, division. You will be writing some lines of logic for addition, division, subtraction, multiplication, all this, right? Instead of writing everything individually, you can create each one as a method. Okay, method name is addition, open and closed brace. Method will have a open and closed parenthesis. Inside arguments, optional. Okay, I will tell you more details later. So method is a kind of, it's a block of code. It's a kind of one task, one specific task. So in our program, all the tasks we are writing so far in a method. Which method? Main method. In which method? Main method we are writing. Main is a method here, which is the starting of the program execution. Starting of the program execution. Program execution begins by loading the main method in the Java. Program execution begins by loading main method in Java. That's where it will start. It is mandatory that your program should have main method. Your program should have main method. Okay. Method is just a block of code that you will be writing. The syntax of the method. Syntax of the method is access modifier. Access modifier means you would be giving public, private, like that. See here. This is called access modifier. This is optional actually, but in the syntax of main method, this will always come. Public is access modifier. This is a static keyword. Void means no return value. But you don't know all these things. You will be learning all of these in detail as we go on, slowly, one by one, step by step in methods concept. Okay. So, but method will have a name, open and closed parenthesis. That is for sure. But while giving you syntaxes in the notes, I should write everything like access modifier, public, private, like that. And return type. What is the return type? Return type is void, int, double, like that. We will write return type. We'll be learning it. Method name. You have to focus as of now on this method name and open and closed parenthesis. Inside parameters list is also optional. Okay. And method body you will be writing. In the open and closed braces, you will be writing some code that is called as method body. At the end, optionally, you can have return statement. Okay. But you remember as of now, method signature that should be there in your mind as of now. Don't by heart this. Method name, open and closed parenthesis, body. That's it. Remaining things you will be able to get it once we start using it. Okay. So this is what I am telling you all the time. After you experience it, then start learning it. Okay. So initially itself, you don't start try by hearting. Okay. In interview, they will ask you what is the syntax of the method. Don't try to by heart all this unless you experience it at least once. Once you experience, no, you will clearly understand. Your memory brain starts remembering it easily. Okay. So as of now, you remember method name, open and closed parenthesis, body of the method. That's it. Methods will exist inside the class. So like this, you are okay. Just go through it. That's it. Okay. Simple calculation I am doing here. Calculator is a class and method is add. You are adding two numbers, just like that example I have given. Okay. Just an example I have given. So method name whenever you are writing. So whenever you are creating anything, you need to identify it. So far you are creating classes. Knowingly or unknowingly, you have created main method. You have created variables. So everything, every component that we create here, that must be identified by some name. That's called as identifier. Identifier is what is your, see, you all are students, right? How would I identify all of you? By names or maybe by your IDs. That is called an identifier. Uniquely, if I want to identify, ID only. There's no other go. Identifier, ID is shortcut of identifier. Identifiers are the names of variables, classes, and methods. Any component you are creating, for that you give a name. That is called identifier. See, identifier naming names will have certain restrictions. It can have A to Z small or capital letters. It can have underscore. It can start with underscore, alphabets. Dollar symbol is also okay. Dollar symbol is also okay. And after the first character, identifier can also contain digits. Means first alphabet, next it can have 0, 1, 2, 3, anything. 0 to 9, anything it can be there. Identifier cannot contain spaces. Simple example. You all are students here. I am going to give you one student ID after you enroll. Can I give you student ID ST space 1, 2, 3? Is it okay? IDs should never have spaces. ID, so your bank account number is there, no? Does it have spaces? Why not? That is identifier to identify your bank account. Should not have any spaces. Spaces you should not give in the identifiers. Okay. Identifiers cannot contain the characters such as @ hash percentage like this. These you don't have to by heart, just know it and leave it. Okay. And Java is always case sensitive. Upper and lower cases are very, very important. It should be treated. Java will treat uppercase A differently, lowercase a differently. We will be learning about ASCII codes and all in future. That time this will be connected to you. Okay. Identifiers cannot be a reserved keyword. See, you are right. You are creating one variable, int, otherwise string. String after you cannot give class. You cannot give class. Okay, which class you are studying? I want to know. You are a student, school student. As there is a class, I cannot create a variable string. After that, data type, variable name, class, not allowed, because class is a reserved keyword in Java. Class is a reserved keyword. Class we are using every time to declare a class. No, every time while writing class, first what are you writing? CLASS, class in small letters. That is a reserved one. That is a reserved one in Java. You cannot take that and use as a variable name somewhere. It will throw error message. Understand? So there are many keywords like this which are reserved keywords, cannot be used as your own names, identifier names. Okay. See, int is there. You cannot use int as a variable name somewhere. That's a reserved one. Float is there. That is a reserved one. So reserved keywords you should not be using as identifier names. Understand clear, everyone? So identifier should be meaningful as per the code readability. I'll tell you. Meaningful in the sense, if I ask you declare a variable to display, to calculate total amount to be paid by the customer. Total amount, customer has to pay some total amount. For that, you have to hold total amount value. No. If I ask you to create a variable for total amount, you should not create amount. Okay, you should not create sum. You should create total amount. Total amount makes a clear sense with respect to its context. With respect to its context. So the context, the variable name should match with the context of usage. Context of usage. See, full name, name. There is a difference. There is a Instead of name also okay. Instead of using name, if you declare the variable as full name, it makes better sense or not? Instead of name, if you say first name, last name, first name, middle name, last name, full name, it makes sense or not? Instead of full name, you can also say name. It will work fine. But as per the context what you are developing, it is not best suitable. So you should always think about the business context and choose the best suitable names and write the best suitable names to the identifiers, any identifier. Understand clear? Okay. So here you go. Examples of valid identifiers in Java: variable names, okay, where my variable, dollar it can start with, and class name, method name. See here, variable name should always start with small letter for the first word. Rest of the words, each first alphabet is capital letter. Okay, I'll write down. So I'll write down like this: variable names. While declaring a variable, first alphabet. Okay, while declaring variable name, the first alphabet, is it must be? Can I say must be, or what is this called as? This is called as universal best practices that they follow. Universal means universally everyone should follow the same. It's not mandatory. If I do not follow this identifier mechanism for upper and lower cases, it will still work fine. But you are a programmer in Java, I'm a programmer in Java, like that universally many programmers are there, no? All will follow one single notation. Same notation everyone will follow. Then here or somewhere in another project, you'll find the same notations. It will be easy. Readability. For better readability purpose, you are coming across one unified similar notation. Okay. Variable name, the first alphabet should be lowercase. What is that? Lowercase. If it has more than one word, then second word onwards, for each word, the first alphabet should be capital letter, and rest of the words will be small letter. Understand clear, everyone? So variable names, I am writing, I'll change it here. Variable names declaration. Okay, next, class name. In class name, always you follow this. Class name, always first alphabet must be capital letter. Rest of the words, no. If it has more than one word, then look at here. I'll write down. Same thing here also applicable. If it has more than one word, second word or rest of the words, first alphabet capital letter will follow. Okay. Method name also similar to variable name. Method name is also so while declaring method names, I don't know why it is not coming. While declaring method names, first alphabet should be lowercase. Example of I did a cut and paste or what? Here. I'll bring it down. Example of invalid identifiers. Okay, clear everyone? If it has more than, give me 1 minute. Then the second one are each word first alphabet capital letter. Okay, and class name, and the same is applicable here also. Okay, clear? So here example of some invalid, it is starting with numbers, special characters, reserved words. This and all is not allowed. Okay, so we need to make sure we are going to properly follow this naming convention. Always class name, how do you follow? So as of now, I am following the same. Class name, you follow it with capital letter, first one. Method name, small letter. Variable names, first one is small letter, second word, first one is capital letter. Understand clear? That's what we are already following. Okay. So, okay. Write down. Everyone, you just do it by yourself. Write a simple Java program. It is also on the same variables only, data types and variables. Write a simple Java. You do it by yourself. Okay. Write a simple Java program. Simple Java program to display the details of uh, seasons in a year. So what are the different seasons will be there in a year? You can just Google it. You don't have to. I mean, like, not for the program. You don't know. Google for the season. Season name will be there. And what is the temperature during that season? I mean, like, average temperature. Okay. Season name, average temperature during that season. Okay. And other things, like, you can go ahead with other one. Just Google it. You'll come to know. Okay. Details of the season. Season name, average temperature during each season. What is the month to month? Okay, range of the month, like that. You can display 3 for each season. You display enough. Okay, 3 for each season you display, but you will repeatedly write the program. You write it repeatedly. How to make it a single without repetition? Use. Okay, same kind of logic you'll repeat again and again in this program. Okay, so everyone clear so far? So what did we discuss today? So today we discussed about two simple programs we have written, and then mainly we discussed about comments, variables, and data types. See, tomorrow we are going to learn about how to create methods. Slowly we are getting it. Okay. Otherwise, first we do some calculations and all. After calculations program is over, we go with methods. Each calculation will divide it as a separate method. Okay. But it is not about writing the methods important. You need to understand why should we come up with our own methods. See, you can write everything in a single method, but in your real-time programs you'll see so many methods being written. And as of now we are writing only in single class, correct? But in real time you will write in n number of classes will be there. So many classes will be there. For one program, why so many classes? For one program, why so many methods you are dividing it into? Okay. That's what you need to understand, the design aspects of program. Design also you have to learn. So if you want to understand the design, you need to understand the business. Okay, slowly we will get into understand all those. So we are not only going to focus on simple syntaxes and writing as going forward. We will focus on understanding why should we do like that. Why should we come up with multiple methods in a program? Why should we come up with multiple classes in a program? One main class, remaining all are subclasses. Why we should have to go like this? In future object-oriented, we will see parent and child classes like that. That's a different one. Okay. So while learning, so in the next class, we are going to learn about methods. We start learning the methods. First, I will tell you static, non-static types of methods are also there. Static methods, non-static methods. Variables again will continue. Static variables, non-static variables. All this we have to discuss. First, we should know its core purpose, core usage. That's what we are learning now. Core usage of program. How you can come up writing the programs. First, we are learning core level. Then we start learning about in the business. When can we use it? Static method. When to write static method. When to write dynamic, non-static method. Non-static means instance methods and all. It will take time, little bit of time. Okay, it will take little bit of time. Understand clear, everyone? Okay. So any doubts or any questions? Anyone has any doubts, any questions? So I will tell you about this program also. We will write after that, after some time. Okay. February 26, 2024. That will be the next class. Okay. Tomorrow Saturday, day after tomorrow Sunday. Saturday, Sunday there is no class. And I request online students you connect on time. So many of you are not connecting on time. That's what I'm observing. Okay, connect on time. Okay, don't take any leaves during this duration of core and advanced job. Don't take any leaves. Okay, don't feel like you are getting a video I can watch in the evening time. That will never work out. If you miss a class 1 hour you will listen here, easy. But for video watching 1 hour video, if you want to watch and learn, it will take 2 hours. It will take 2 hours for sure. I don't know whether you have experienced it or not. It will take 2 hours for sure. But class it will be done in 1 hour. This video you don't consider it as a repetition of the class while going through video. Whenever you have a doubt, then only watch the video. Otherwise not required. Only this is for some doubts clarification purpose we are giving video. Don't depend on the video. See, you need to remove one thought from your mind that videos are available. That thought should not be there in your mind. If that is there, what will happen? You know, even though you are in the class, if something is not understandable to you, your mind says that I can watch video after the class. Why should I ask now? Suppose if you are not going to focus, you missed for 5 minutes because of deviation. Okay, you will not get back. You will start thinking other because video is there. And today you are a little bit feeling lazy. Why to go to class? Anyhow, video is there. I'll watch tomorrow morning or tomorrow before going to class. As a result, you'll take so many leaves. That's why I'm saying, though we are sharing videos, you consider there are no videos. Consider only live session, listening, live understanding, and then practice. Just I'm saying that tune your mind like that. Then only you'll be able to learn it best. Okay, clear? Video is not there. For yourself, it is not there, though we are sharing. It is there only when in case you are following the class document, you are understanding the program, you're trying different programs, some doubt is there in the class, then only you go to video. Clear, everyone? I'll make a document. I'll share these documents and all. Every one of you, I hope you have joined this Google Classroom, right? This Google Classroom you have joined, right? Java class. What is today's date? February 23, 2024. I'm writing here. Note, Saturday and Sunday, no class for now. Sometime if I take, I'll tell you. Okay, sometime later if I take, I'll tell you. But as of now, we don't have class on this Saturday, Sunday. So we'll try to conduct exams for online people. Online will conduct, offline people, offline will conduct. We will tell you. Not this weekend. Next weekend we will conduct one exam. Whatever that we finish, till next Thursday we will conduct exam. Friday we will leave it because probably that's the latest one. You may not be preparing on that. Till Thursday, whatever we do, we'll conduct one exam. Okay, whatever the topic that gets completed. Should I attach the programs also? So today is 23, no? Not class 5. That's it, no? But don't run the direct programs. Okay, I'm sharing it for reference. If you get a doubt, you will revise. That's it. Don't copy, paste, execute, and clap yourself. Class running notes I'm attaching just to see. Class running notes may not have the complete details all the time. By date, if you search on that day, what is being taught, you'll come to know. Sometimes some key points will be there, but you need to depend on fully which document? What document? You need to fully depend on which document? Class notes. That is called as class notes. This is the class notes. This is the one you have to depend on. Understand? So you mainly focus on class notes document and go through your notebook, what programs, go through programs once just to get an idea, start writing the programs. Okay, remaining everything, video, everything, all these are just for clarification purpose, doubts, clarification, something like that. Okay. Okay, we can wind up for today. Happy weekend, enjoy your weekend. Okay, bye everyone.